It's all but official. Sports betting could become legal in the Green Mountain State. The Vermont House voted in favor of an online sports betting bill this morning, this same one approved by the Senate a week ago. The bill now just needs Governor Phil Scott's signature, and he has expressed interest in it. ABC 22's Matt Holderman shows us what sports betting could look like in the Green Mountain State. He's now live in the newsroom. Matt?
Well, Lauren, the thing that really gave legs to this sports betting bill is that more money will be coming into the state if it's legalized instead of going to the surrounding states where it's already legal. The bill will allow access to up to 6 online sports books in Vermont starting as soon as January of 2024.
This legalized sports betting is definitely years in the making.
Sports fans and gamblers rejoice. You'll be able to place online sports bets in Vermont as early as January of 2024, as long as Governor Phil Scott signs a sports betting bill into law later this month.
He's very bullish on sports betting. He's said numerous times in the past that he would sign a sports betting bill if it came across his desk.
This was one of our initiatives early on, so I'm happy that they're taking this up. Because I believe Vermonters are doing it now. We're just not receiving any benefit from it.
Once signed, Vermont's Department of Liquor and Lottery will begin working with up to 6 online sports books to get everything set up by the new year. It's a day many state officials and lawmakers have been waiting for as well, as they believe Vermont's been missing out on this extra source of income for a while now, since sports betting is legal in every other New England state and in New York.
What happens now is Vermonters either go across state lines and they bet in neighboring states legally.
And it's not just revenue on sports bets. You know, people go across the border, they may place a bet or two on their phones, and then they're going out to eat. They're going to stores.
Officials also hope legalizing sports betting will put an end to the illegal gambling that's being done in Vermont.
We don't want Vermonters to continue to play illegally with the nefarious offshore websites.
While there is a lot of excitement surrounding the pending legalization, officials are being mindful of gambling addictions and say some of the money the state will make from this will be put directly back into programs to help people with gambling problems.
There'll be a unified, integrated problem gambling program that the Department of Mental Health oversees that will be any kind of gambling and gaming.
And I asked Linehan about the timing of when sports betting will become available. Again, it could be January 2024. He says it's actually not the best timing since the college football and NFL seasons will be mostly finished by then, but it does make betting available in time for the Super Bowl and March Madness. Vermont will become the 38th state to legalize sports betting if it happens. Live in the newsroom, Matt Holderman, ABC 22 News.